Every clip of me is literally with this bonnet on. These are the vibes at the moment. Good morning. It is Tuesday, March 10th, and I am having hernia surgery on Friday the 13th. Spooky, ooky, ooky. So yes, I'm having surgery on Friday the 13th. And today I have an iron infusion. I am anemic and I have been for a little bit. And so I had just started taking iron like a couple months ago. And I guess it has not helped enough. So they want me to get an iron infusion before surgery. I have never had an iron infusion. And this is like the one that takes forever. Like it's literally 4 to 6 hours. And I'm like, okay, that's a bit much. And one of my coworkers actually offered to come with me, which is like so sweet. So she's actually gonna meet me there. And yeah, I'll be there all day at the hospital pretty much for 4 to 6 hours. And I have no idea what to expect. I'm hoping everything goes perfectly fine and well and all those good things. But I am a little nervous because like I said, I don't know what to expect. I've never had an iron infusion before, but we shall see. I'll record whatever I can. As you know, they're kind of strict about recording in the hospital and whatnot. So that's the plan for today. So I never really updated you guys. And I didn't end up recording in there because I just didn't really feel that comfortable doing it. So I got there and it was like a maze to figure out where to go, like to the point that the guy at the front desk had to like give you a slip of paper. It was like a scavenger hunt, like a slip of paper this big, and follow the instructions to get up there to the infusion center. So went in there, they had like the recliner set up and they had a chair beside each recliner. My coworker came, met me there. We actually ended up meeting like right at the elevators. We were both trying to follow this freaking scavenger hunt. So we get up there, they take my vitals, all that stuff, get me scanned in. And then they give me like a little test dose of iron to see, like, make sure I don't have any reactions to it or anything like that. It was like a little small bag. And then I had to wait for pretty much like about an hour for the big bag to come from the pharmacy. The bag was huge. It was like really big. And so I got there like 11:15. I didn't get the actual dose until like 1. And then from 1 to about 3:30, I was getting administered the iron. So it's what they call as in-fed iron infusion. In total, I was there about for a little over 4 hours. I didn't have any negative reactions or anything like that. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna take off all my things, get ready for bed, and call it a night. It's Wednesday night. My surgery is on Friday. I am having my last supper because I cannot eat the entire day tomorrow or before my surgery. So I'm having chocolate chip cookies and they're warm, fresh out the oven. Good morning. It's the day before surgery. I am getting ready to work today. Unfortunately, I cannot eat this entire day, so this is going to be very interesting for me. I have never done this, I don't think. So I literally will not be eating at all today, and my surgery is at 7 a.m. in the morning. So it will basically be more than 24 hours without eating, and my stomach literally just growled, not even trying to be funny. It's just one of them days that a girl goes through. So I'm taking a full week off, and that's really it. I know people are like, oh, you're having surgery, they expect it to be longer, but this should be a pretty easy little 1-2, little 1-2, 1-2. I honestly have no idea how long I've had this hernia. I just found it randomly at some point last year when I was taking a shower. I'm washing my stomach and I'm like, something feels hard. And I was like, what is that? And so I've been seeing a nutritionist I've lost 40 plus pounds, by the way, but I've been seeing a nutritionist and dietitian, and so I go there and I tell her, I'm like, you know, my stomach is like hard right here. But every time I would go to the doctor, I could never like feel it again. Like every time I couldn't feel it, and I could only feel it in certain positions. And you know, like when you're at the doctor, they're always telling you to sit down. Like you're always sitting down or laying back like on a table. So I would never be able to feel it in that position. And I realized that I could only feel it when I'm standing up. So anyway, I went to my PCP like later on that year for my annual physical. And I told her like, hey, my only thing is that like my stomach is kind of like hard, like right above my belly button. And it just doesn't feel like the rest of my stomach. And so she like felt around, same thing. She couldn't feel it. She could not appreciate anything there, but she did set me up to get an ultrasound. So I went and did the ultrasound, and when I did the ultrasound, it confirmed that I had a hernia above my belly button. So this was like around November timeframe when I went to my primary care appointment, and she referred me to a surgeon to like get more information about it. Because basically, long story short, you cannot repair a hernia. Like they don't go away on their own. And a lot of times they'll get bigger. So I can't really tell if mine's gotten bigger. Like I said, I have lost some weight. So I don't know if that's why I can feel it. I don't know how long I've had it. So, and there's no way of knowing. So like, it just is what it is. So she referred me to a surgeon. So I saw him like at the end of last year in December, like talked through it with him. He was a really good surgeon, board certified, Black doctor in Charlotte. He specialized in hernia repair, and talked it through, blah, blah, blah. Asked him if like basically he would recommend surgery, and he was like, I mean, it's not like an emergency, but if it continues to grow, like it can get strangulated, like your intestines can get like tied up or whatever, and then that's an emergency and you would have to have emergency surgery. And so basically it's like, it's no like rush to fix it, but obviously if you wait, there could be like negative consequences to waiting, and you just never know how long that's gonna take. So ultimately I decided to get the surgery, and I was scheduled for the end of January. They had the flu over Thanksgiving, and then over Christmas I had got bronchitis as the aftermath of the flu. By the time like I was doing all my pre-op calls and pre-op appointments in January, I still had like that lingering cough you have when you're still trying to get over an illness. And so I told the lady who was doing my like pre-op call, did the pre-op call. They scheduled me to come in for like additional labs and all the things. And then the lady calls me literally later that afternoon after I scheduled like the next appointment that was going to be the next day. And she's like, your surgery is canceled because you have a lower bronchial infection that's dangerous, puts you at high risk for pneumonia with anesthesia, we're going to have to cancel your surgery. So they canceled my surgery. I waited until like mid-February to call them back when my cough was completely gone. When I called them back, we got rescheduled. And so my surgery date is Friday, March 13th. So like I said, it's the day before surgery. It's March 12th. And I'm feeling a little nervous. It's been definitely over 10 years since I've had surgery. My last surgery was on my ankle because I had a freak ankle accident with basically putting your ankle back together because I tore it up real bad. So it's been that long, and like in that situation I didn't have a choice. This one I do have a choice. So like it's been interesting. I don't know, I am nervous. Every time I've gone to my pre-op appointments, my blood pressure has been sky high. So that's just like already goes to tell you like how I'm feeling about it. But I'm gonna get this done. I will not be eating all day, so I'm gonna be on a water diet. So hopefully I survive the day. Morning, it's surgery day. It's like 4:45 in the morning, and I just got dressed and all the things. So I'll give you guys a little tour of what it's giving. So I went ahead and laid out some clothes that I'll need when I get back, a couple nightgowns, socks, underwear, pajamas, all that good stuff. These are my shoes I'm wearing to surgery, and got my hair rollers and scarf ready to go. And then on my nightstand, I got some meds, my water, and then remotes and everything. And I also filled up everything with snacks, Tylenol, you know, all the goods. Here's my surgery fit, just this pink skim sweatsuit and my Dawn's Daily Tea. And yeah, we're ready to go. Charlotte outpatient surgery. And we're here, hooked up, ready to go.
So this was immediately after surgery, and I was going through it from having that tube in my throat, and I really don't know what I was thinking I was just gonna sit up here and eat, and honestly the food wasn't even good, so I was going through it.
I think I'm good, but can you give me my water that's on the counter? These are the vibes at the moment. I am pooped. My stomach really, the pain is picking up for sure. I just took my second dose of Oxy, so hopefully that settles in, and I can stop feeling pain. But overall, I would give the pain about a 5 or 6 out of 10. So not awful, but it's definitely like that, just radiating like soreness. But I also have on like this like compression binder, and that's kind of like uncomfortable, but it is what it is. Gotta get through it. Day 2 post-surgery. Here's the vibes. I'm doing a little walk around the room. Thought I wasn't as sore this morning, but I'm actually pretty sore, so I'm honestly about to sit my butt back down. And that's the update. Mom made some breakfast, so I'm about to chow down. I got up off my bed, and she brought the chair from downstairs so I could sit. It's much more comfy sitting. Day 2 is not giving. I was trying not to take the... Oh, God. Oh, I'm cramping. Ugh. Oh, gosh. Ugh. I'll come back in a second. Here's what the surgery bunker is looking like. This is where I've been sitting to eat my meals, with my little desk on the bed. I got some flowers for my team, which is very sweet. I got my snacks, meds, all that. My mom has been sitting over here, hanging with me. And my sister came over here and hung with me earlier. I was getting dressed, so her stuff is over here. I just took my first attempt at taking a little shower, so I did change. It was not a shower. It was like a bird bath, but so I was able to get changed. I just need to feel a little fresh, a little freshen up, but here's what it's giving. Overall, I'm feeling all right. Trying to like walk around because I've literally been in bed pretty much the entire day. So trying to walk around a little bit before the night is over. Every clip of me is literally with this bonnet on, but I don't like when I lay down and there's hair on my neck. That annoys me. So it's day 4, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4th day after surgery. I had my surgery on Friday. Today is Monday. I'm feeling pretty decent. I would give the pain like a 3 or a 4. I've not taken any pain meds since day 2. And I had to take my bandages off yesterday. When I get in the shower, I'm going to take the last little bit of gauze off, and then I'll only have my steri strips. So far, it looks like my scars are really small, which I'm really happy about. Before going into surgery, they thought I had a hernia up above my belly button. My post-op diagnosis said that the hernia was actually in my belly button, like an umbilical hernia. So I think that's partially why my scars are so small, because the incisions are like in my belly button, basically. Like I can barely see them. So I'm excited about that. I haven't seen the full scars, but I'll see them after my shower today. Right now I'm eating breakfast. My mom bought me some breakfast. It looks really good. So I got biscuit, sausage, eggs, grits. And then this is like the butter and whatnot for butter and jelly for the biscuit. So what day is it, y'all? It's Tuesday. So that's day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 5th day post-op. Little sore still, but mom just made breakfast. Again, another pancake. Looks so good. Washing our sheets up, so waiting on those to dry. So just eating here in my chair. Gonna watch a little TV. And that's the vibes. I have done absolutely nothing today, and I mean absolutely nothing productive whatsoever. I took my shower, I ate, and I've been laying in this bed, like scrolling, watching podcasts, falling asleep. Every time I watch it, I fall asleep. It's like there's some sleeping pill in the air or something. But I finally got a tuna melt. My mom makes the best tuna melts. So I requested a tuna melt for lunch, and she made it. So it's lit. I'm about to eat that right now. And yeah, I'm still chilling. Made it downstairs today, and I'm watching my feel good show, just the Gamecocks beating Iowa in the 2024 Natty Championship free cash. And I made it downstairs today. I'm out of the bunker. So I have not been giving good updates. So I'm officially 8 days post-op. Yesterday on Friday, I had my post-op visit. It was really quick. I mean, the longest time was waiting in the lobby. We had to wait in the lobby for about like 30 minutes. And then we went back. He checked my scars, see how I was progressing. Basically told me I have to wait another week before I should do any lifting and whatnot. And then I can take my steri strips off in a week and all that good stuff. So I have been coming downstairs now. I'm like on my couch. I'm chilling. I have, just been living my best life. I still have some pain. I would give it like literally like a 1.5 out of 10. And it's usually just when I'm doing certain movements. So pain is progressing well. And he basically said after 2 weeks, I don't have very many restrictions. So my mom left today. She was my primary nurse. And now I'm like on my own to take care of me. One of my friends came over today too. And I had like my whole family over here yesterday. So, it's been nice, recovering nicely. No complications so far. He said the stitches dissolve, so I won't have to go back at all unless I have any issues. So he also doesn't see any signs of the hernia recurring or anything like that. So things are looking good and pretty low maintenance as of right now. So I will keep you guys updated if anything changes. But otherwise, feels like the worst part is behind me and it is onward and upward. So my TV is up super loud. What's up, world? It is 9 days post-op. As you see, I'm downstairs. I'm sitting in the chair. I'm living my life. So little update today. I actually drove for the first time. I didn't vlog it or anything, but I drove and I got my nails done. I got the exact same thing that I had last time. I also had some stuff that I need to return to Home Goods from before my surgery, so I went and returned that. I did all that. I had ordered some food while I was out, so it'd be here like close to when I got home. So I got some food. I barely could eat it. I was just full. I could barely eat it. So I have this whole salad for work tomorrow. So let's talk about work tomorrow. So I am planning to actually work tomorrow, and I have literally not sat up like in a chair for any considerable amount of time, and I just cannot foresee myself doing that tomorrow for like 9 to 10 hours in the day. Like, I'm trying to ease into this thing, so I want to be able to take breaks, maybe be offline from Teams, just to like allow myself to kind of ease into the week. I'm also like potentially considering going to a March Madness game Monday night. That's probably a big stretch. I don't know. I am just very keenly aware of not trying to overdo it. And although I'm feeling better, like I said, I'm probably like 85%. Not really general pain, but there is some pain, like tinges, like minor pain, like, oh, there's something's there, like when I like bend over, or when I was in the car. It didn't necessarily hurt when I pushed on brakes, but it didn't necessarily feel nothing, if you know what I mean. So I'm still getting help from people. Like, my sister is gonna come over here and take my trash out tomorrow, so I don't have to roll it around and all that good stuff. But basically, I have a whole another week of like not doing stuff, not lifting stuff, and just like keeping it light where I can, and then it will be full force from there. But I still have my steri strips and everything on my belly. I have to take those off on Friday. But tonight, I washed my hair earlier, so it's very puffy, very wild. So I need to do that before I go to bed, which I'm not looking forward to. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing my bedtime routine. It's pretty early. I think it's like not even 8 o'clock yet. So I need to go ahead and get on my grind, which I'm going to do. So anyway, that's the day 9 update. That was a lot of talking, but you get the point. Feeling good, almost there, turned the corner. Things are looking up.